Hey everyone, it's Ben here from the Bonehead Podcast, and welcome to episode 4 of Roster Rumble, the participation competition where you send in Blood Bowl rosters to us based on our specifications, and we pick some of our favourites, and using the science known as TheoryBowl, we argue about who we think would win. We've got some great rosters for you again today, and to that end, today's co-host and opponent, today's co-opponent is Bloodtithe Ben.
Hello.
How you doing, man? You okay?
Yep, just recovered from the slow death, which is hay fever at the moment.
Yeah, I know. It's worse than Disturbing Presence.
Honestly, yeah.
It's just Disturbing Presence for real life.
Yeah, should be an option on the weather table.
No, and it's summer. You can't even close your windows, especially Mr. 3D printer over there.
yeah, gotta keep those fumes in.
Brilliant. Okay, so before we get started, let's go over how we are going to do this. We are each going to take a turn to talk through our list of the day, who sent it in, what the team is, what the skills are, what the game plan is, and then when we're done, we're going to flip for the kick. After that, it's all Theory Bowl until a winner is decided. If, however, neither of us can convince the other of a clear winner, we are prepared for such an event. We have sought the services of a game referee who's also looked at the lists we've chosen and picked a tiebreaker. They won't be joining us live on the line, but we do have a recorded little message if we need to go to the referee to sort out a tie. And today's game referee is going to be none other than Ian Warhanam. Okay, Ben, all sorted. So, feeling good about your list?
I'm honestly not sure about this one. I think it's the one I'm least confident on that we've had.
It's an interesting one. I think it's more of a... it feels like more of a real person list than an overpowered one. I think it would be pretty decent in League. Right, well, I'll tell you what, to that, let's go to the lists. Okay, Ben, so first up, we've got your team, the Lewdgrip Renegades.
Yes, this was a submission from Ian Triplow, who just joined us recently on episode 43 of the podcast.
He did, to talk all things Dark Elves.
Yep, and somewhat related to Dark Elves, we have a Renegade team, a Chaos Renegade. So I say that because there's a Dark Elf on it, but it's a close link, you know.
Hey, you get 4 positionals on a 7s team, and he has chosen the Dark Elf for one of them. So yeah, I think that's very Ian.
Yeah, extremely Ian. It's going to happen. So yeah, let's talk through this. So we've got, in true Renegade style, 2 big guys. First and foremost, the Minotaur, who's kind of the first pick, I think, on a Renegade team often. Yeah, so it's a normal Minotaur, 5/5/2/8, with Frenzy Horns, Lone and Mighty Blow, Thick Skull, Wild Animal. He's decided to give that block, which is a pretty good shout on a Minotaur.
You can't go wrong with block on a Minotaur. The other thing I could have seen would have been maybe Claw, but actually block gives you more consistency.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's kind of what you want in a game as wild as 7s.
In 7s, absolutely.
He's also decided to take the Ogre over the Troll. Pretty standard. Ogre is better, usually. I mean, I would disagree, but...
Yeah, well, we'll be talking about that on next week's podcast. 44, definitely. All about big guys. And I'm pleased to see the Troll dropped in favour of the Ogre, because I do think in 7s you've got more movement. And that Ogre is more reliable and is faster. And I think that just gives him an edge in 7s. Yeah,
I'll say why the Troll could be a shout out in it just a bit. And then he's decided to take the Dark Elf, the Goblin, and 2 linemen. The Dark Elf he's given Dodge.
Yeah.
The lineman he's given Kick.
Love Kick. I know you're a big fan of Kick in 7s as well.
Absolutely. And the star he's taken for this roster rumble is Lewdgrip Whiparm.
So there's 2 versions of Lewdgrip. Lewdgrip got updated, I think, with the first Spike magazine. So he went up from 150k to 160k, but he got Dodge because he's slippery. So
yeah, he's really good, isn't he? So he's
yeah, this is one of Rich Saxby's favourite star players as well.
Oh yeah, I've seen him quite a lot of tournaments as well. He's
a solid,
pick,
useful player.
Yeah. So he's 6/3/3/9, which is a great stat array. And his skills, he gets his loner because of being a star, and he gets Dodge, Pass, Strong Arm, Sure Hands, and Tentacles for 160k. That's crazy good value.
Okay, so when we talk about star players on the podcast, we normally talk about what skills are they giving, are they bringing to the team, and what skills are there to take the fact that the star player's got loner and just get rid of it. This guy's got sure hands. You want him to use him to pick up the ball? He's got the inbuilt reroll. And then he can pass with a reroll to fob it along to somebody else. And he's got strong arm. So he's, what's that? 3+, 4+, 4+, 5+ for passing with a reroll.
Yeah.
And he's got dodge. So if you do need to 3+ dodge him away, he can sneak away. And he does have tentacles. Now, he is strength 3. But you can put him on a guy and it will force more dice to be rolled.
Exactly. He's just always useful, I think. He's great at giving the ball to the players who want to score.
Yep.
So he's not even an SPP hog. He's just annoying.
He's a facilitator.
He's armor 9, so he sticks around.
Yeah, it's a weird player type. He's a strength 3 chaos warrior.
Yeah.
With a bunch of passing skills. Yeah, weird one. Love that. Because of the difference in cost for Lewdgrip, being that we were using the old rules on the spreadsheet, I think, Ian did originally have an extra Renegade lineman, but we had to drop that off and replace it with 2 fan factor, an assistant coach, and a cheerleader instead.
Yeah, and that's where I think if we were to factor that in, I think the troll could have been a consideration because then it gets you another player. But yeah.
Oh, I see. Drop the ogre, use the cash to get the extra lineman. Yeah. That's actually pretty valid. Yeah. So, sevens. I love a big guy blitz, and having 2 big guys is going to be huge. So you've got 2 big guys. You've got a dodging Edge 4 Dark Elf, which is great. You've got a Goblin, and everybody knows the Renegade Goblin can just do incredible things. You've got the throw teammate in there. You've got Kick, and you've got Lewdgrip, who can do a whole bunch of stuff. It feels like a really well-rounded team. And some of the other teams we've seen on Roster Rumble have been quite one-dimensional. This team seems like a really good list. Or a fair list.
Honestly. The only reason I had doubts was because it's pretty tricky to theory craft for a Renegade team.
That is true.
They're quite a complex team, quite swingy. You never really know what's going to happen.
It's either going to work or it's not, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's have a look at the wobble ratings. We've got throw of 28.57, pow of 38.57, which does not surprise me given you've got the 2 big guys in there, including a blocking Minotaur. Toughness 30.71, a bit above average. Speed rating 28.57, a little below average, and overall of 31.61 for the team rating. And let's see who they're up against. They're up against Griff and Co. So this will be my list for today, and I'm going to have to give credit to 2 coaches here. So Ian Triplow, again, this is kind of the triple pow feature match. He popped in this list, and so did Andy Pymont. Basically exactly the same list. Not sure which skill package we've used. I think we went with Andy's because Ian cheated and used too many doubles. So really this is Andy Pymont's list, but Ian had the same one, and Ian absolutely loves Griff. So let me just go through the breakdown for the team. Let's just see if Andy, when he sent it in. Here we go. So Griff is tailor-made for 7s with rerolls built into most things you need him to do. Vampire-like stat line and block, dodge and fend to keep him standing despite your opponent's best efforts. He costs a monstrous 320,000, which doesn't leave much for the supporting cast. However, with the skills we can give him some super support as we play a running game where he will be the offensive ball carrier and the star defender. The 2 guard help the overall blocking team, overall blocking game, while tackle, one of the few skills missing from Griff's personal arsenal, will help take out stunties or opposing stars with dodge. And who has dodge on your team, Ben?
Yeah, the Goblin, the Elf. So yeah, there's 2 players with dodge.
And Lewdgrip.
Oh, and Lewdgrip. Wow, yeah, it's quite a match.
Yeah, interesting one, this one here. So let's look at the actual roster. We've got 2 blitzers, 4 linemen, nothing else, and Griff. So 1 blitzer comes with guard, 1 with tackle, and we've got a spare skill that goes onto another human, another guard, but on a lineman that time. So you've got 2 guard pieces. Probably not going to be enough to overcome an ogre and a minotaur, but against a normal team, 2 guard bits on a 7s pitch is pretty tasty. And then we've got Griff himself, probably the poster boy star player in Blood Bowl, and I had the the disadvantage of playing against him at Beachhead Bowl. Came away with a 3-2 win, and it was against Ian Triplow running the 1100 Griff build with humans. No rerolls there. So Griff is 7-4-4-8. So he is a fast vampire,
He's
actually.
a machine. Yeah.
He's a blitzer with all the stat ups you could want.
Yeah, absolutely.
Block, dodge, so he's blodging. He's got sure feet. He's got sprint, and he's got fend. So fend is quite useful against, say, a frenzied Minotaur.
I worried this list was a bit of a counter now.
Yeah, I know. It's interesting, isn't it? Now, you did select both these lists, really, so I'm not going to take any credit for that. Yeah, so having sprint and sure feet makes him kind of movement 8 as well.
Yeah.
He gets 1 extra go for it. And on a 7s pitch, having a total of 10 squares of movement is a huge, huge game changer. And edge for dodge. It's just all in on Griff. I think if Griff dies, though, this team can still do things, to be fair. 6 humans, including 2 blitzers. It's not bad.
Yeah, with both the guard. I think this what's good about this format as well is it eliminates Griff's big weakness, which is that he hogs everything.
So in League,
in
League he hogs SPP because he is the guy doing the stuff. But in 7s, doesn't matter quite so much. So wobble ratings, throw 31.43, which is above Lewdgrip's Renegades. POW 37.14 against 38.57. So you've got the edge on POW, but it's not by as much as I thought.
No.
Tough 29.29 against 30.71, so you've got the advantage on toughness. Griff and Co does have the speed edge with 32 against 28, and overall 32.5 against 31.6. So these teams, according to the wobble ratings, are pretty well matched.
Yeah, it's fairly close.
I like it. Right. Are you all set, Ben?
Yeah, let's do this.
Fantastic. Right, then let's flip for the kick. Would you do me the honour of calling high or low?
I'll call low.
All right, let's have a D6 on the go. Boom. It's high. So the humans get to choose whether to kick or receive. But before they do that, we're going to roll some weather. It's nice weather, and we're going to do some fan factor. So I'm going to grab 2D6. It's a 4. I've got no fan factor, so that is 4. And you are rolling an 8, 9, 10. So 2 fame.
Yes.
2 fame to you guys. So hopefully for you, that'll be swinging you an extra reroll or 2 throughout the course of the game. So I won the kick. You know, even though Griff is a machine, the prospect of lining him up against 2 big guys is pretty horrible. So I think the humans kick here. I think they kick, try and go for the defense, and then go for the 2-1 grind in 7s. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. So we're going to kick to you. So let's start the Theory Bowl out a treat. So looking at my list, I've only got 7 players. So everybody's going to be on the pitch. You've got a Minotaur. You've got a big ogre. So it's going to be 3 linemen, not the fun one with guard. So 3 linemen spread across the front with the other 4 guys scattered behind. So you've got no chance of blitzing anyone. Too fun, just a lineman. But it does mean that Griff's in the centre, supported by the 2 blitzers and the guard guy on the edge. So all the fun stuff, a couple of squares behind my line of scrimmage. And that would be how I would set up to kick to you at the beginning of the first half. What would be your game plan? You're receiving the ball.
Yeah, I think I would go in hard with the big guys and follow up with everyone who can do the ball start. So I think, the big guys at the front. I probably have Lewdgrip a bit further back.
Yeah.
Pick it up. Linemen accompany the big guys. I think I just line everyone up in the front. You know, I get the first move, so
you do. So
I want to kind of just close the gap.
Full sweep there. Seems pretty safe. Okay, so in that case, the kick. Who's centre point on the line there, Ben?
I'll have the Mino.
All right. Well, we'll be kicking right in front of the Minotaur. So let's see how far the ball is going to go. It scatters 1 square away from the Minotaur. So let's just say it lands up in the Minotaur's tackle zone. We'll have a cheeky little kickoff result. It's a charge, not a chance. Are we taking that? So a charge result.
Sure you don't want to come a bit closer?
Exactly. A charge result in Blood Bowl 7s gives me, as the kicking team, an opportunity to move all of my players exactly the same distance. I get to choose 0, 1, 2 or 3, and everybody moves towards the enemy side that far. And quite frankly, being any closer to the Minotaur, now the Minotaur at the moment is going to have to go for it once to get into a tackle zone and then twice to go for the blitz, and I think I'm happy with that. Don't want to make it any easier. So that'll be it. Ball goes over, lands next to the Minotaur. I tell you what, Ben, pick a number on a D8.
I'll pick 6.
Yeah, it just lands next door to the Minotaur. And that would be the beginning of the first half. So, what's your game plan here? You've got the ball right next to you on your line of scrimmage. You've got everyone on the pitch. And you're facing down some normal humans and Griff.
I think I'd kind of form a cage, so I'll push up the pitch, maybe like 3 squares up or so.
Yep.
I'd kind of form a cage with 2 big guys in the front corners, linemen on the rest. I'd stick the Dark Elf and I stick the Goblin bordering one of the big guys, like tucked into the cage.
Next door to the Ogre, I imagine.
Yeah, maybe inside the cage even. Dark Elf a bit further behind, and then I go to pick up the ball with Lewdgrip.
Oh, Lewdgrip. There we go. So he's edge 3. He's got sure hands. The weather's decent. It's a 3+ with a reroll. I think we can pretty much be sure that Lewdgrip swoops in there and with sure hands picks up the ball. No problem at all. So if that's it for your turn, you're kind of ending a couple of squares up the pitch. Within strike range of the humans, but only of a corner. Only of a corner. And you've got the big guys on the corner, yeah?
Yep.
Alright, so human counterplay is going to be chuck one of the humans on each of your big guys. So that's just the ordinary lineman. I'm pretty sure there's no way to get a blitz in with my guys. I think you're probably just out of range. So we'll send 2 humans up. In fact, we'll send all 3 of the normal guys up and just put them on the front of your cage. Keep those big guys down, and we'll just move the rest of the human team up to the line of scrimmage, getting ready for next turn to put the guard and Griff into action. That's it. Not going to risk a blitz. You've got too much strength, and I couldn't bring my... I don't think there would be a good chance to bring all the guard up. I think we'll save the guard for the next turn, and that would really be it. That would be it. It would be a positional play, tying up your big guys, which make a huge part of your cage, to be fair, and you can only blitz with one of them. So who do you blitz with, Ben? This is your turn 2. You've got 3 humans on the front of your cage. Lewdgrip's got the ball.
Yeah, and so both big guys are tagged, yeah?
Oh, very much so. Yeah.
I think I'd smack both of them with the big guys. I think I'd just do normal blocks to the big guys.
Okay, let's roll it out. So who is going to start with, the Ogre or the Minotaur? So the Minotaur's going to get 2 dice on a human.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to pass his wild animal first, which he does.
He's good to go. Push. He's got block.
He does have block, which he will take.
Yeah, there we go. So first roll is a push and a both down. So he's going to take the block and roll for armor. He's got mighty blow. Human armor is 8. It is not 6. So human's fine. So he's down. Minotaur is now away from the cage.
Yeah, the other ogre, the ogre, will try and do another block.
Yep.
He maxes Bonehead. He does a block. He just gets pushes.
Double push.
So he's going to push and follow up into that.
Okay. So he'll still be tagged by the middle human.
Yeah, he would.
So the ogre is tied up for a turn.
I don't think he would follow up. I think he'd leave the leave that and be in base contact with the goblin, and then I'd blitz with one of the 3 linemen.
Ah, fair enough. Easy enough to get 2 dice, I think.
With the goblin there and ogre there.
Absolutely.
And the minotaur there, yeah, you'd get 2 dice. And you'd get the power.
Destroys him down. Roll for armor, Ben.
No, it doesn't break that armor.
Nothing again. Okay, so 2 of the 3 human linemen are now on the ground. The ogres pushed the standing one up away from the cage. No one removed, though. Just prone. No. So they're going to be able to stand up and tank your big guys next turn.
Yeah, so I think I'd use the remaining players. So I've got 1 lineman, the Dark Elf and Lewdgrip. I think I kind of form like a behind cage to keep the big guys there.
Yep.
I'd probably leave the 1. I'd probably just keep where I am and try and let you come to me and let me do the counter bash.
Use the big guys as bunkers.
Yeah, so I protect Lewdgrip with the remaining lineman and Dark Elf.
Okay, makes sense. So the chances of attacking the cage, attacking through the big guys right now, not huge. So what we'd do is we'd move up both guard pieces and tag the Minotaur. We'll stand up the humanoids on the ground with him, and then we'll blitz with Griff, man. We'll run in Griff. He's got guard. We've got support. The dice. Let's roll 2 of these. It's a push and a both down now. The Minotaur does have block.
He does, yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to push that Minotaur away, not follow up with Griff. In fact, if anything, he's just going to back off, just kind of behind a screen of muggles. And on the other side, the human lineman who got knocked out, who got pushed away by the ogre, is just going to move back in. And the guy who got knocked down by the human lineman, he's going to stand up and just tag. And we've probably got the tackle blitzer in reserve. So everything is all set up. And that would be what? My turn 2, I think. So your turn 3. I'm being mobbed here by humans.
Yeah. How many tackle zones do you reckon you have on the big guys at this point?
A couple on the ogre and none on the Minotaur because we pushed him away.
Okay, the Minotaur then is going to blitz.
What's the plan?
Blitz. Yes, he's going to try and blitz away one of the linemen on the ogre.
Oh, okay, cool. So trying to buy some space.
And fails the wild animal.
Fails the wild animal. So the Minotaur has let you down.
Yeah, so he's there. Okay, so I've got to do a different play here.
And that was the blitz gone as well.
Yeah, annoyingly. So I'd probably do a good old punch with the ogre on one of those linemen.
Seems fair. Never bad odds. Bonehead's good to go. 2 dice. Double push.
He'll probably just stay where he is again.
Okay, it's turn 3 and we've lost no humans so far against 2 big guys. This is
getting very surrounded by humans at this point as well.
This is positive for Griff and Co.
I think at this point I try and move the remaining linemen up with the Dark Elf and Lewdgrip.
Okay, we're getting closer and closer to the ball now.
Yeah. So I mean, how many guys did you tag with that cage? Because how far would I be able to move?
You'd be able to move left and right fine. You'd be able to move round fine. You've got 2 guys on the ogre. Basically, everybody else is around the other side apart from 1 tackle blitzer in the backfield. So it's all around the big guys at the moment. So you kind of got free movement to come back a little bit and swing around.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Movement 6. So.
Yeah. I think I'd just try and move them 3 or 4 squares to one of the sides, to push up a couple more.
Probably try and escape on the ogre side, where they kind of other side of the world from the Minotaur.
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
That makes sense. So we've got the tackle blitzer. He's sitting in the backfield. I'm actually happy with that. The ogre's pushed a guy away. Did he follow up?
He chose not to.
Alright, cool. So we've got a free human lineman. So the human lineman's just going to go and chuck himself next door to one of the corners of the new Lewdgrip cage to the side. The tackle blitzer is going to loiter in the backfield. We are going to take the rest of the spare human players, chuck them on the Minotaur, and then just blitz again with Griff, because I think a bit of removal here would be huge. Gets the POW star. Roll for armor. It's a 6, nothing. But at least the Minotaur's on the ground. And then Griff will just swing on round. So he's kind of behind the cage now. He's punched his way through the Minotaur. And you've got Griff behind the cage. You've got a human tag in the front of it. And we've got a tackle blitzer in my sort of towards the end of my pitch.
Yeah.
That's really it. The other humans have all activated and moved. We're just going to kind of just do a stall defense. And this would be turn 4 now for the Chaos Pact.
Yeah, so I think I've got to get the ogre up and remove the Minotaur up and remove some humans. So he's going to blitz, although he's probably got 3 humans on him at the moment, doesn't he?
He's got a couple of them on there, yeah.
I think with a blitz, though, it makes him strength 6. I think he's still managed to get a 2 die.
Oh, he'd get a 2 die on a human, absolutely.
Yeah, so he's going to try that.
Okay, let's see. Wild animal before anything. Wild animal's good on a 2. It's good on a 2.
He's going to try and smack one of them.
Yeah, power star. Drops him down. Rolls a 5. And then 6 for Mighty Blow. Still not enough. Only just enough to hurt Snotling.
Yeah, I think I've got to try and break through now. So You say you have a human on the front of the cage.
Yeah, one guy just there, just to force you to lose a guy or take a 1 dice block, or having to make you commit some of your cage. There's that was the guy who was on the ogre. So the ogre is free. With 4 guys on the Minotaur, 1 human on the cage, Griff behind the cage, and Tackle Blitzer in front of the cage, a few squares away. Good few squares.
Tackle Blitzer, I think. But ogre's free, yeah.
Ogre is free.
Okay, I think I'd move the ogre up.
Yep.
If he does that. Yeah, so he'd move up to kind of meet the rest of the cage. He's only movement 5. So he'd probably get to just ahead of it.
Yep.
I think I'd move one of the linemen on the cage to meet the one tagging it, which I imagine you'd probably tag the Dark Elf at the front.
Whoever was at the front. So
yeah, I would imagine the Dark Elf at the front. Got to try and break through. So the Dark Elf is going to make a block. No, he's going to try and dodge. Even though you have tackle, he's going to try and dodge.
Yeah, Tackle's not on the cage. Tackle's waiting.
Tackle's
the
waiting.
pitch. Yeah, he's fine. It's just a normal lineman.
Okay, I'll try and dodge out of that with the Dark Elf.
Cheeky 2+.
No, he doesn't make it.
He's got dodge. He's got dodge though.
Dodge.
So rolls the
And he makes
1
that.
into the 6. So the Dark Elf dodges away. Frees up the corner of the cage.
Yeah, he's going to get just in front of the ogre. Then the other lineman would go up to try and defend the Dark Elf, I think.
Yeah. So just kind of moving your cage up.
Yeah. No one's tagging Lewdgrip yet, are they?
No, Lewdgrip's been shielded by your guys.
Yeah. Probably move the goblin up to be the ogre as well. And yeah, I think I'm actually going to try and pass to the Dark Elf with Lewdgrip.
Okay, so the Dark Elf is where? Is he in a cage? Is he just to the
He's
to the side
just
of
in
the
front
pitch?
of, like, he's got an ogre and a goblin next to him, just behind him, and he's just in front.
Okay.
And he's this is at this point, it's within scoring range.
Yeah, but remember there is a Tackle Blitzer waiting.
Yes, there is indeed.
So if Lewdgrip goes for a pass here, or a handoff is probably more sensible.
Well, he doesn't get a reroll on the handle. Oh, there's only 1 dice.
It's automatic, yeah.
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 Nothing's automatic in Blood Bowl, Ben. Where have you been?
The first bit of the handoff is the catching.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
No, he'd probably hang on to it, actually. He'd probably hide behind the cage, just get some tackle zones. He might hide between the ogre and the goblin, just to be safe from that tackling blitzer.
So an ogre, a goblin, and a dark elf walk onto a pitch.
Yeah, Lewdgrip joins them.
Yeah, Lewdgrip and a human. So moving the cage up.
And I'd use my remaining lineman to
Anchor.
Actually, I might use him to tag the old tackle blitzer.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's 4 for you.
The rear is pretty exposed, but
and that is where Griff is. Remember.
yes, it is.
Okay. So human turn 4 then, Ben.
Mhm.
I take it that there is still a 5-star cage, so you've still got 1 on each corner surrounding Lewdgrip with the ball.
Yeah, ideally, yeah.
Okay, cool. Griff is still going to take that. There's got to be a weakness at the back of the cage. It's either going to be the goblin or a human.
It'll be a goblin at this
It'll
point.
be the goblin. Well, then Griff is just going to swoop in and blitz the goblin. He gets 2 dice. I would take the both down. Yeah, take the both down. 10s his armor.
Wow.
Stuns the goblin. And then can just wangle his way around and jump into the cage, tagging Lewdgrip and whoever the heck was at the front that wasn't the ogre, because that would be a terrible idea. So, guy on the ball now, but still in a contact with one of the anchors of your cage. Right, tackle blitz is going to run down. Who's on the front of your cage? Is it the ogre?
You've got the dark elf and a lineman there.
Okay, dark elf and
it's
the
ogre
lineman.
and goblin at the rear.
Right, sweet. So tackle's going to jump onto dark elf 1-to-1, and The Minotaur's standing with a couple of humans.
Yes, yeah.
All right. Chances one of those humans is going to be free. So one of the spare humans going to run around and just join the scrum on the other side. Probably but probably tag the human on the front of your cage. And then I think it's only fair that one of the humans in base contact with the Minotaur takes a 2-die up.
Oh, he's got it.
Which ones you want?
I'll take the both down because I've got block.
Yeah. I don't know if I would have taken that with the Blitzer or not, you know. So we'll say not. We'll say no. We'll give the Minotaur a chance to break the armor. Go for it.
No.
Nothing at all. That'll be it. That'll be over to you for turn 5.
Okay, so I've got a couple of guys at the front of this cage, haven't I? One of them is that tackle blitzer.
Yep, got tackle blitzer on the Dark Elf. You've got normal human lineman on your human lineman. And Lewdgrip's got the ball behind those two, and he's next door to Griff, who's between him and the Dark Elf. And you've got the Ogre to the back, completely unattached, and a Goblin stunned on the ground.
I think what I would do is use the lineman who's free, who's not being tagged, to support the Dark Elf.
Against the tackle blitzer.
Against the tackle blitzer. The Dark Elf will then try and blitz.
Okay, so Dark Elf blitz gets 2 dice against a block tackle. Push.
He'll take the push and not follow.
So pushes the human away from the cage.
He's going to try and run onto the end zone.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're going to try and use this Lewdgrip skill that he gained, dodge.
So Lewdgrip is still in. What's his face's tackle zone?
Yeah, he's going to try and dodge out of that.
Okay. He's going to have to take a couple of dodges because he's going to have to go backwards. Actually, you can probably just dodge between the ogre and the human.
Actually, if he goes backwards, I think you'd have a couple of guys plus him, so he's not going to be an easy dodge. He's not going to get in range. But what he can do is dodge backwards for a 3-die. A 3-up, sorry, 3+.
Yeah, he can take the dodge, and he's strong arm. So the worst case scenario is going to be a 4+ pass here.
Yeah, he's gonna dodge back on a 3+. Nope, he has the dodge reroll.
He does have dodge. Oh, Lewdgrip drops it. He falls to the ground. I'm going to roll for armor on this guy. Let's see if we can't take Lewdgrip out.
He is armor 9.
He is armor 9, and we rolled a 9. Okay, so that was turn 5. The ball is down next to the ogre. Goblins on the ground as well. We do have Griff, and we have Griff nearby the ball. And Lewdgrip's on the ground now, and the Dark Elf who was in base contact with Griff has run away.
Yeah.
So
and this is about your line of scrimmage at this point.
Okay. All right. So this is going to be turn 5. Griff's got movement 1 billion.
Yeah, he can make it.
He can make this. So Griff is going to swing round. He's going to try and pick up the ball. Now, the ball, let's say, is in the ogre's tackle zone. I feel like that's fair enough. So to pick up the ball, it's going to be a pick up with the tackle zone and then dodge away. So pick up with the tackle zone, edge 4.
Makes it.
4 is good. Dodge away from the ogre. With dodge reroll, 5. Okay, so with his movement 7, he crosses, he swings round, picks up the ball, and is now in your third of the pitch within scoring range. He is going to take a go for it to get a little bit closer, just to make it so it's harder for you to catch up with him. And he's going to go for it again. And he's going to go for it again because he's got sure feet. So he gets the integral reroll there. So he's just blitzed 10 squares down the pitch. He's now in the middle of your third. And anybody who's assisted, we've got some humans on the Minotaur on the other side. The one who stupidly tried to block the Minotaur just going to stand up. I'm going to leave those 2 tagging him. Tackle Blitzer's going to swing in and selflessly tag the ogre, I think. And I think that leaves me in a pretty good situation here. This would be your turn 6. You've got Griff Overworld. He's stolen the ball in the backfield.
Yeah, and annoyingly, because my Goblin was stunned, I was going to lob him and try and blitz him with the 2-die up. But
Goblin was stunned and would have recovered. He's now prone.
Yes.
But still not standing. Still not standing.
You might not be able to blitz, but you might be able to hit Griff. So I'm going to take this play because there's no players I can reach Griff with.
Now remember, the ogre has been tagged by Mr. Tackle.
Yeah, so I'm going to blitz him with... Well, I'll get Lewdgrip up. He made the...
You might as well blitz with Lewdgrip.
Has he got blocked, hasn't he?
No, he doesn't have block, but
No.
he's strength 3, and you're going to get +1 for the ogre.
I've got a lineman. I think I'd rather, just in case it all goes south.
Rather risk the lineman. Okay, so
Yeah.
that lineman's going to blitz in on the tackle blitzer.
Yep, so you'd have a 2 die, because the goblin's there too.
Well, the ogre. The goblin's still on the
Oh yeah,
ground,
the goblin
isn't
is
he?
down, isn't he?
Yeah. 2 dice.
Oh,
Double
that's
pow. There we go. Your human lineman doing much better than the Minotaur so far. And armor. He's all right.
Still fine.
Minotaur, mighty blow would have come in handy then. Okay, so guys on the ground. Ogre is now free of tackle zones, and the goblin
Yes.
is prone on the ground.
The goblin's going to stand up and move into that ogre's tackle zone. And yeah, I'm assuming ogres can't throw prone goblins, can they?
No, no.
They need to
Got to be
be
a
up, don't
standing player. Got to be a standing player.
Yeah, cool. So he's going to try and throw this newly recovered goblin
Okay.
right at Lewdgrip.
So all you need to do is roll a bonehead,
Mm-hmm.
and then yeah, there you go. And then it would be a 3+ pass because it would be over the 3 square range.
Yeah.
So pass is there. So
let's do this.
all right, what we can do is I've got the pitch. Can you see the pitch that I
I can
used
see
to...
the pitch and the squares. Yeah, here we go.
Okay, let me see if I can just flick over to the pitch on the screen just so we can follow on the screen. There we go. So this guy here, this dwarf, is representing Griff, and this ghost is, I assume, targeted at Griff.
At Griff, yeah. I mean, you got to keep the odds as low as possible. Really, don't
Okay,
you?
so we've got the D8 here. So we want 3 D8s here, Ben. One by one.
Yeah.
Go for the first one.
6.
Okay, so just a bit behind Griff. And then
Okay, hold on,
another.
I want anything but a 3. Or any, 7.
It's a 7.
Oh, it's the wrong
Falls
direction.
back. Now you want a 3 or a 2 to end up in Griff's tackle zone.
Yeah. Oh, it's in a tackle zone.
Okay, so he's in the tackle zone. You now need to land the goblin, and it is -1 for being in a tackle zone, so it's a 5 you need.
And he doesn't make it.
He does not make it. Oh, it was so heroic an effort. Goblin stacks it to the ground. We roll for armor. Armor is broken, and he's stunned again. Not a turnover, but all you've really got left is a Minotaur blitz, really.
Yeah, which I will take. No, because I did blitz.
Sorry,
blitz for alignment,
Minotaur
didn't I?
block. Minotaur block on a human.
Yeah, I'll take that. Makes it.
2
Oh,
dice.
he gets the pow.
Powers him down. There we go. Let's have some armor.
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh,
crushes the
breaks it.
armor.
That's the human with guard, and he is knocked out.
Yeah. Okay, that's useful.
So that's the lineman with guard there, who was over there just playing Punch the Minotaur. All right, so turn.
Well, actually, no, it's even my blow still knockout, isn't it?
Yeah, 9 unless he's stunty. Right, turn 6. Griff just runs it in. He's untagged. He runs it in for the touchdown. We get a steal on the last turn of the half. There we go. So we go to the second half. Just going to quickly roll my knocked out guy. He's back. So we've got a full lineup, and you are now kicking to me, Ben, for the second half.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna swamp my line and just try and be a shield. Just stick everyone on the line.
All across.
Maybe Lewdgrip just behind, just to keep him safe, because he can pick up a ball that slips out of hands.
Okay, so no
And the
easy.
goblin as well. So probably 5 players across, evenly spread.
5 wide. So 2 linemen in the wide zones, 2 big guys anchoring the front, another lineman in the middle, and Lewdgrip and the goblin behind.
Oh, Dark Elf in the middle. Only got the 2 linemen.
Oh
But
yeah. Good old Dark Elf. Right then, it's got to be Griff, just a few squares behind. Nah, to heck with it. All 7 on the line with Griff in the middle, flanked by 2 blitzers. Let's just play for the win here. Okay, your kick. You've got kick on your team.
I do, and I'm going to try and kick quite deep because you're quite fast.
Quick, kick deep. Okay. So what are we saying? 3 squares away from the edge?
Yeah, from the end zone, yeah.
Okay, so let's see. 2d6 for the range of your kick.
Oh, wrong dice.
That's just as well. That would be some mighty dice.
Yeah.
A 4 and a 6. So, Ben, the ball goes off the pitch, possibly.
Is it still halved, or is it?
It's just take the lowest. So 4
But in
squares.
7, isn't it halved?
No, that would... Oh, using the kick skill as well. So, yeah, it would be. So it would be 2 squares. So it stays on the pitch. That's a heck of a kick. Lucky. All right, so let's just go for the kickoff table.
Yep. Quick snap.
That means that I, as the offense, gets 1 square of movement.
Yeah, that's quite useful for you.
Yeah, we'll just run Griff an extra square back.
Yeah.
Because like you said, it's a deep kick. It's going to take me an entire turn to go and get that ball.
Yeah, on the end zone, isn't it? So.
Yeah. So here we go. So turn 1 of the second half, humans. We've got 7 wide on the line of scrimmage, with the exception of Griff, who's 1 square back now. You've got a Minotaur. What we're going to do is everybody's just going to take 1 square back, and then Griff is going to run over and pick up the ball at the very back of the pitch. He's got the ball, so he's basically in the end zone. Regardless of what happens, he'll have enough movement to. His movement 7, and he's already moved 1 square to get actually out of the actual end zone. So you can't go for any goblin blitz off the pitch shenanigans. That would be a terrible idea. So we've got 6 humans lining up a square behind the line of scrimmage, and Griff with the ball in the backfield. It's your turn 1, Ben. What do you do?
I think I just move this shield wall forward.
It's very Vikings of you.
Yeah. I kind of group up to where your guys are. Just sort of maybe I might keep the flank still open. I'll have the 3 in the middle. Kind of keep 2 squares to encourage a dodge.
Okay, so just
but I'll be sort of 1 or 2 squares away from your guys.
Okay, cool. Nothing too dramatic. No shenanigans. No stretch blitz or anything. So that's good.
Not just yet.
Not just yet. So turn 2 for the humans. Griff has got the ball. We've got a pretty decent array of people here, and I'm assuming we've got the Minotaur on one side, the Ogre kind of on the other side. There's not really a particular safe zone. We are going to swing towards the Ogre side of the pitch. So basically we're just going to screen up. Griff's going to run into the side, into the wide zone of the Ogre's side of the pitch, and just going to move the humans in to kind of screen around him. So probably on just after the line of scrimmage. And what's that? Probably going to be about 2, 3, 4 squares away from your guys. We've got a little bit of a human cage and a screen forming. So Griff's there. We've got a couple of blitzers. Reasonable defensive play. And because we spread so wide, though, some of our team are in the middle of the field. So we've got a blitzer and a guard guy basically guarding what's his face, Griff, with a lineman just on the end zone, just on the edge, just on the wide zone towards the Ogre side. And that'll be it. So your turn 2?
Yeah, so did you say you tagged the big guys?
No, we are not touching anybody.
Okay, I think I'm going to try and blitz the Minotaur into your side cage.
Well, we've deployed the other side.
You have, so
we went to the side of the Ogre.
Yeah, so let's say he was in the middle. That's one wide zone.
He'd still be able to make a blitz, but it'd probably be a go for it.
I think it'd be a go for it.
Yeah.
Especially with the follow-up, would be 2 go for it. But I'm going to risk that.
Okay.
Because that's what Minotaurs are for.
That is what they are for. So
actually, first I think I'll position some defensive players around the cage just to try and slow down Griff. I'll do that first.
So swarm the cage. You've got the Ogre as well. You could put the Ogre against the cage.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll tag. Yeah, I think I might even tag. Yeah, no, because Griff's in the middle of me. So yeah, I'll tag the front of the cage. I'll put some more players around, and I'll try this blitz.
Okay, cool. Minotaur time. Wild animal. Gets it.
So.
We'll say he runs in, he gets onto the edge and has to take a go for it to get the blitz.
Yeah. Which he makes.
And then 2 dice against a human. It's a natural POW. Yeah, drops him down. Let's see some armor. Minotaur with the foam horns. Absolutely honestly. Terrible. However, if you wanted to follow up, the Minotaur would be on. And
he would have to follow up as well.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah, of course. So he will be tackle zone on Griff now.
Yep, with an Ogre just behind him.
Yep.
So, yeah, that'll be that turn.
Pretty meaty. So what we're going to do is we're going to do something really, really unusual here. So where we had lineman, blitzer spread out wide, they couldn't get all the way over to the cage. They're kind of in the middle of the field. What we're going to do is Griff's just going to bail out. He's going to dodge away back from the Minotaur, swing round and try and shovel it to the blitzer on the other side of the pitch. So just see if we can't do a bit of a flank reversal. So let's take a dodge with Griff. Gets the dodge. He's going to swing round using his movement and then probably have to make a quick pass to the human blitzer that was kind of in the middle of the pitch. So we'll take a cheeky little quick pass and a catch.
Oh, nailed it.
Gets it. So the human blitzer and the human lineman who were just kind of sitting in the middle of the field. I'm assuming not the entire of your team is over there, but the Minotaur and the Ogre are committed in the wide zone. These guys are just going to run across the pitch to the other side. Now, your Dark Elf's not committed. Your human lineman's not committed. You've got players who are free, but the Minotaur is by the cage. And I'm just going to tag both the big guys and just run wide, my two guys, against 2 or 3 of your guys on the left-hand side. Griff is in the midfield, untouched because he's just made his little pass. And my guys are moving up on the opposite side now, using the movement of the humans here and Griff.
Yeah, taking advantage of the slow big guys.
That's my 3.
Yeah, good play. So I think I'd have to go for the blitz on your carrier, or one of the guys tagging him with the Dark Elf. Maybe it's probably going to be a go for it. Probably going to 2 go for it, to be honest, because you do outspeed him by 1.
Oh, I don't know. If you guys were wide, I can see your guys being around to get that too. I mean, movement 6 for all your team, movement 6 for all my team. They're going to be within striking distance.
Yeah.
So it will be a 2-die block.
But yeah,
it will be a 2-die block of your choice against the human blitzer with the ball.
Yeah, I'll take the. I'll do it with the Dark Elf.
Okay. So your guys move in. Swarm my guys on the other side of the pitch to the big guys, and then the Dark Elf blitz for 2 dice. Oh, double pow. Drops him down. Okay. Let's see some armor before we do anything else.
Oh, and he breaks the armor.
Breaks the armor. Dark Elf for the win. Right, what happens to him? He's stunned. So human blitzer is out of action. For the ball, let's just say it's going to end up next to a human. It's going to end up next to the Dark Elf. So if the Dark Elf wants to follow up and grab the ball, he could probably do so.
Yeah, he'd follow up and he'd try and pick up the ball then.
So that'd be a 3+ because he's in the tackle zone.
Which he does.
Gets the ball. So the Dark Elf is in a tackle zone. He's got the ball. He's just blitzed the human guy. He's gone for the ball steal. Probably up there with spending his movement now.
Yeah, he would have definitely spent his movement there. So, yeah, I think it's not a turnover. So I think I'll take this opportunity to try and hit some of your players with my big guys.
That seems very sensible.
So I think the Ogre will take a smack. Oh, he won't.
Fails the Bonehead from the Ogre there, but the Minotaur's still up and standing.
Let's give him a shot. He makes it.
He's good. 2 dice. Pow! Drops another human down.
Can he actually break the armor this time? No, he can't.
No, he cannot.
And I think I'd maybe any remaining players. My Goblin's probably free. I think he'd. I think my Goblin might just tag old Griffy.
Ah, that seems very wise.
Yeah.
So Goblin on Griff, 2 big guys on the on one flank with a couple of humans in a brawl.
Yeah.
The rest of the team are on the left-hand side, and this is going to be my turn 4 now, Ben. Right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so there's a Goblin. There's a Goblin on Griff. Griff's movement 7. He's got a billion go for it. So he's got strength 4. There's no way that there's no way you can't get round to the Dark Elf without a couple of go for it. So I think human was stunned, wasn't he, by the Dark Elf?
Yeah, the one with
yeah.
Blitzer, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. So the other human is there. He's either already in base contact with one of your human people.
He was, because I picked up the ball. He's in base contact with the Dark Elf.
Okay, interesting. So we're gonna go all out. We're gonna swing a Griff. If I dodge with Griff and take a couple of go for it, Ben, think he's gonna be able to swing around there and hit the Dark Elf?
I reckon he will, yeah.
All right, let's take the dodge. And he swings around. He runs his merry little way, and then go for it, and a go for it, and a go for it for the blitz, and 2 dice because he is massive.
Oh, nails it.
He's just gonna block him down to the ground.
Yep.
So armor is good, and the scatter is, I think, the ball ends up in one of your tackle zones. Griff's out of movement, so we've got a ball near two of my players, near two of your players, and a dark elf on the ground. On the right hand side, my guys are just going to do what they can to avoid. So the ogre boneheaded. So whichever human was next door to the ogre is going to run the heck away into midfield, away from the ogre. And the guy who faced the Minotaur didn't break his armor, so he's going to stand up and just tag the Minotaur. And everybody else is going to run into midfield, kind of to chill out with where your goblin is. So we've got a scrum on your line of the scrimmage. And now we've just getting a gaggle of players here. And that would be it for my 4. So you're 4, Ben.
Yeah, I think I bring the ogre in, so I'll try and get him to pass his old test. Yeah, which he does. So he'd run in, not doing any blitz or anything like that.
So ogre's running over to the scrum.
Yeah, try and get involved. He probably can't make it all the way to where the ball is, but he'd probably tag one of your players. Lewdgrip's freed up.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Lewdgrip.
The Minotaur, is someone on him?
Yeah, oh yeah. The guy, the Minotaur pushed down, just stood up and tagged him in place again.
Yeah, I'll take a block with the Minotaur.
Ridiculously so, but yeah. Gets it, and 2 dice, pows him down. You get your choice. You can block him, you can push him.
I'd push him, I think. And
closer and closer to the sideline.
Yeah.
And armor time. Can the Minotaur roll better than a 3? No, he can't. Gets the 3. So the Minotaur doing a good job of pinning a human lineman in place there. That's good.
Yeah.
3-to-1 cost ratio.
I think Lewdgrip will move up just like in front towards the midfield. And the goblin will go and join him. And
we've got 2 apiece on the ball.
Yeah, so I'm going to try and get the dark elf up and pick up the ball.
Okay, that's going to be some dodges there, Ben.
Yeah, so we probably agreed it's on a tackle zone each, so I think he'd have to dodge out into a tackle zone to pick up the ball. So it'll be a 3+ dodge, 3+ pickup.
At least. Yep, go for it. Fails the dodge, but he does have dodge.
Nope, still fails.
Oh my goodness me. Loads of double ones from you here today.
Yeah.
Armor is gone and he is casualtied out of there.
Okay. That's a key player.
He's dead, in fact. He is
He
is 68. He is the most dead a dark elf can be.
Wow, okay.
Oh, what a way!
Claimed him.
What a way to end turn 4. So turn 5 for the humans. Tackle zone on each.
Yeah.
I think it's Griff time. Let's see if Griff can do it. So he's gonna have to dodge, like you said, into a tackle zone. He fails. He's got dodge. He goes down. Okay. He goes down. So armor for Griff.
Yeah, that's my job.
That is your job. 9 does break the armor.
Oh, is he only armor 8, isn't he?
I can't imagine he's armor 9. Not even
I think
Griff.
He is 8. He's a blitzer
he is 8. He is armor 8.
Yeah. Oh, and he's stunned. Okay.
He's stunned. So Griff
he's out for the rest of the game.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
You're 5. The ball is tagged by a human. It's tagged by one of your humans.
Okay. I'll check this out. Goblins in the midfield. Just below your, just on my side of your line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Ogre is all in the middle.
Yeah.
He's got a player with him. I'm going to get the Minotaur to blitz the player off the Ogre.
Now, the Minotaur was pushing a guy around on the other side of the pitch.
Oh, that guy stood up, didn't he? Okay. Yeah.
I don't think he actually
would he have done?
No, but the Minotaur's been frenzy pushing a guy around. Yeah. I think he's a reasonable distance away from the action. He's only movement 5.
Okay. I'm going to right. Okay, I'm going to use one of my free players. I would have had a human free because the human's with Lewdgrip.
Yep, absolutely.
One of the humans was the dark elf up in the top in the mess.
Yep.
So one of the humans is going to try and blitz the guy off the ogre.
So you've got a guy on the ogre and you've got a guy on the ball. Those are the two that you need to clear off.
An uncontested group of Lewdgrip and the goblin.
Exactly.
Just in front on your side of the mess in the middle on my line of scrimmage. So yeah, I'm going to blitz the guy off the ogre with the human.
Okay.
So that'll be a 2 dice with the ogre.
Absolutely 2 dice. The ogre cheering him on. Oh my goodness.
Oh, no.
Double skulls. He goes down. Looking for the rerolls here in 7s, and there is none. The armor's broken, and that guy's stunned. And this takes it to turn 6 for the humans. And I think all we're going to try and do is just...
If you pick up the ball, you can score. So.
Oh, that's just reckless. We're already 1-0 up. The human blitzer who is on the ground stands up next to the ball. So there's now 2 tackle zones on the ball, and the other players just swoop across the pitch wherever possible. We tag the Minotaur with the guy who's just been pushed around, and the other guys just go and put 1 tackle zone on your players wherever possible. So the stretch play is still there for you, Ben, but there's 2 tackle zones on the ball, and a tackle zone on the ogre and a tackle zone on the goblin. And it's your 6.
Okay.
So the goblin, you said, was just on my line of scrimmage. So with movement 6, it's a go for it for a touchdown for the goblin if the goblin can get the ball. Is that what you're saying?
Well, this is the plan. Is I need to get the ball with Lewdgrip.
So he can get the pass.
Yeah, but you can't throw teammate, can you? If you pass.
You need to throw teammate. The goblin can run it in from there, surely.
Oh yeah, he could, couldn't
he? Yeah, he's movement 6 on the goblin.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, absolutely. 7s is small. So, yeah, I'll do that. I will 2 tackle zones, the player down.
You could blitz. You could get a 1-die blitz without committing any reserves to remove a tackle zone from the ball. It's risky. Then you could run Lewdgrip in, grab the ball,
get up, throw it to the goblin,
and chuck it to the goblin.
Let's give that a go. Right,
he's got
blitz
dodge.
One of the
He's
players
got dodge as well. So
dodge and sure hands, and pass. Odds are really high actually. So yeah, I'm gonna. I'll stand up the player who. Oh no, he's stunned, isn't he? So I'll just got the 1 player getting rid of 1 tackle zone, so it'll be a 1 die, I imagine.
Yep, 1 dice, I reckon. Push. It's a push. That's all you need.
Fair away. Yeah.
So down to 1 tackle zone on the ball now.
Right.
It's Lewdgrip time.
He's gonna use pretty much all his movement to get the ball and probably get 1 square out.
He can dodge away for 1 or 2 squares, to give it a quick short pass.
A short, yeah. So let's see if he can pick up the ball with a tackle zone on it.
So it's a 4+. He's got sure hands. It's a 3 on the first dice. It's a 3 on the second. He drops the ball. Lewdgrip.
Yeah.
It's almost so clutch.
That's Blood Bowl, isn't it?
That is
Blood Bowl. You need the dice. They don't, come into play when you need them.
And that actually is full time. So the humans squeak away. 1-0 there in our TheoryBowl match. With Griff stealing that ball in the first half being the huge boon. I don't even remember how it happened now.
I think I dropped it, didn't I, with my Dark Elf?
Oh, it was a failed dodge.
It was a failed dodge.
Double 1. So you've had 2 double 1s and 1 double skull here, Ben.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I think the dice were on your side for that.
It
Not
did
many armor
feel
breaks
that way.
Line at all.
It did feel that way. I don't know how Roll20 works, but I like it. Okay, we do really need to make a Roll20 tournament because I like the odds here. It's certainly better than they were when I Fumble tournament anyway. So I played in Lockdown Bowl with the Snotlings. That was cool. Right, Ben, let's talk through the after action report. Talk to me about your team, how you feel like they would play.
I think this was probably an expected result for the matchup. I think the humans had the edge on this. I think my team was pretty good though. I think if the dice work, there's a lot you can do with this team. You can bash really hard. You can pass. You have a passing game. You've got a bit of agility in there.
Quite a lot of agility.
I think I would consider, I said this before we start recording, as I'd probably consider 2 heads on the goblin because with the mutation access,
2+ dodge everywhere.
He becomes a real key player.
Movement 6 is not slow, and like you said, on a 7s pitch, well, actually on a regular Blood Bowl pitch as well, because it's 13 squares from scrimmage to touchdown, whether it's 7s or regulars. For a Goblin, that's just one go for it.
Exactly. And like he gets into cages really easily with that.
Yeah. Mutated Goblins are amazing. That's why Underworld is so popular. That's why the Renegade Goblin is always so popular as well. I mean, Rich loves him on his pack team, and I think you had a very similar experience with yours, Ben.
Yeah, Rich made me love him.
Yeah, I tend to just try and kill that Goblin.
Yeah, honestly, they're brutal.
Brilliant. So that wraps it up for that match, with Lewdgrip's Renegades losing out to Griff and Co. Andy Pymont, and of course Ian Triplow. Ian Triplow is always going to win. But yeah, Andy Pymont's list there taking the advantage. So that will be it for episode 4 of Roster Rumble. Next week it will be regular podcast. And then I think, Ben, we're going to try and play out some of these games, some of the winners in Roll20, and just actually play the game out for real. We're going to try record that and see if we can't present it well to you guys. Any of you out there who listen to the Street Bowl game, please give us some feedback on how we can make that work as well as possible, because we just like jamming these games in. It could be really great fun. You up for that, Ben?
Absolutely up for that. That'd be really good fun.
Brilliant. Right then, we will call it a day here, guys. We'll see you next time, and Ben, I will see you next week to record the podcast.
Yep. See you later.
All right, brilliant. See you later, guys.